and replace. How do you do that? Tennessee Republican Marsha Blackburn with me now. How are you? And good morning to you, Congresswoman.
Good morning.
From Tennessee, late night, early morning. And let's start with your first impressions there. By the way, the Dow is still above 21,000. We are in uncharted territory yet again. Last night, what did you think?
I thought the speech was very disciplined, very presidential. He built a great framework, and now it is up to us to fill in the picture, if you will, and to put some legislation forward, and that's what we intend to do.
So let's fill in the picture now. Obamacare, repeal and replace. That's a big lift. Will it happen?
Yes, it's going to happen. We're going to start with reconciliation. We will allow Dr. Price to do some things through the rules process at HHS. You know, Obamacare gave the authority to the Secretary of HHS 1,400 times in that 2,300-page bill. Then we're going to come forward with legislation, and we have a lot of legislation. Bill, last Congress, we had over 100 bills that would have improved health care delivery and brought about the patient-centered reforms that we as Republicans have talked about since before.
You know, 100 bills, I mean, maybe that's the problem. Maybe there were just too many ideas. And I ask you that because Mitch McConnell just yesterday said there is not a cohesive plan, to paraphrase his comment.
Yes, I heard what Leader McConnell said, and I disagree with him on that. The way you bring about consensus is by putting different ideas on the table and saying, let's do this and let's not do that. I mean, my H.R. 314, which is the across-state line purchase of health insurance, and the President mentioned it last night, that is legislation John Shadegg worked on prior to 2008, and I took it up and have worked on it since that time. So some things take a little while to get right. We have legislation. What we're doing now is not arguing over how you want to go a certain direction. What we are doing now is the finish work, the details, just deciding, are we nuancing this way or another way? And you're going to see us move forward quickly on this. Health subcommittee there at Energy and Commerce, which deals with all the delivery and the reimbursement components. We're meeting today at noon, and we are rolling.
The
We're going to get it
devil is
done.
in the details. I don't know if it's weeks away or months away, but whether it's Obamacare or tax reform or immigration, I mean, you throw a dart, just pick one of those, and it's a big job.
Yes, indeed it is, and that is why we are working every week and 4 and 5 days a week here in D.C., and then going home and working 2 days on the weekend, not taking a day off. But we have a window to get this done.
You do have a window. How long do you think that is?
I think we've got a window of about 6 months to put some things forward that will put the legislative framework in place, and then begin the phasing out of Obamacare, the phasing in of something new, laying the pathway to move for reform in the individual tax rates and also the corporate tax rates,
so that
and then also to deal with the infrastructure issues.
So well, that's another big one, too. That takes you right up to Labor Day, if that calendar sticks. What do you think last night did to all of that?
I think what last night did was to set forth the way the President is going to view this. I viewed last night as a challenge to Congress to move forward, put some bills on the floor, pass these bills, send these bills to him, allow us to do that work that is necessary to stabilize the health insurance marketplace. Obamacare is imploding. You have a third of the country that only has one insurance provider at this point. 5 states, total states, one insurance provider. This thing is in a death spiral. It has to be dealt with. So the President laid forward the challenges of the big issues, but I loved the way he ended the speech. Started and ended talking about the 250-year challenge and dreaming big dreams and working to make those dreams come true. That is the spirit of America.
And we shall leave it there. Thanks for coming back. Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee, thank you for your time.